Hello everyone. My topic for today is impact of culture on consumer buying behavior. Through my PowerPoint, I would like to show what role culture plays in the buying or purchase decisions of consumers globally. We will see some examples of polycentric marketers, which are companies that have a global presence but they tweak their products based on their localized preferences. To study the impact of consumer buying behavior, we focus on what is consumer buying behavior. It is basically a behavior that determines what to buy, how to buy, and when to buy power for a consumer. And these questions affect their purchase decisions. A simple model of consumer buying behavior shows that the four P's of marketing, along with the environmental factors, the economic, technological, political, cultural, and the buying characteristics, have an influence on the buyer's thinking process. This all affects the buying decision, and finally, they convert to buying responses in terms of the choice of product or brand or dealer and the like. Some of the factors which affect consumer buying behavior are cultural, social, personal, and psychological. Under each, there are sub-factors. For example, under psychological, we have beliefs and attitudes of a person which affects their buying behavior. Similarly, under cultural factors, we will deal with culture in this PowerPoint. Now, what is culture? It is a set of values, beliefs, behaviors, or perceptional beliefs of a person. They are the sum total of all these which form a part of the environment that influences a person in which he or she is brought up, and culture is the basic reason of a person's desire or determination. It is very true that cultural differences exist between international markets, and so these differences are opportunities to global marketers to innovate and develop new products and services. Some examples of cultural differences are: in Japan, the number 4 is considered unlucky, so products are often purchased or sold in groups of 5. In India, makeup is not usually worn on a daily basis by women, and wearing heavy makeup is often considered as being overdressed. Whereas in the US, people do wear makeup on a daily basis. And thus, we see how culture impacts the consumer's choices. However, it is also true that culture changes with time, but these changes are neither rapid nor drastic. We will see the influence of culture on the consumption of food, clothing, and housing, and the perception of messages through media. Now, for the food, clothing, and housing consumption, some examples are large amounts of seafood intake by people who live in the Far East, so much so that they have products like lobster flavored chips and calamari as a topping on pizza. Also, we see the avoidance of pork by Muslims. In terms of housing, privacy is preferred in Western cultures, whereas in Asian ones, people take a lot more pride in the amount of effort they put into home decor. For clothing, Indian women tend to wear heavy gold jewelry on a daily basis, whereas such heavy jewelry is not worn daily elsewhere in the world. As for the way the messages through media are perceived, we see that sex appeal is an advertising strategy which is very successfully used in the West, and alternately, it has quite a negative impact in Eastern cultures. Advertisements in the West are more individualistic, whereas those in the East are collectivistic, focusing on themes such as family. The Hofstede analysis shows that people differ on these five parameters: individualism versus collectivism, masculinity versus femininity, high versus low power distance, high versus low uncertainty avoidance, and long term versus short term orientation. For example, in individualism versus collectivism, we see a high take on what the individual can achieve, whereas in collectivism, it is seen as how the team as a whole can move forward. Masculinity versus femininity. In masculinity, there is more pride in values such as power, whereas in femininity, there is more pride in values such as cooperation among members. High versus low power distance talks about the way subordinates interact with their superiors. Subordinates in a high power distance would tend to treat their superiors in a more formal manner, whereas in a low power distance, you often have the subordinates interacting very closely and friendly with the superiors, such as going out for lunches or dinners with them. In high versus low uncertainty avoidance, high avoidance means high uncertainty avoidance means that they do not tend to take much risk, whereas in low certainty avoidance cultures like in Japan, people are more open to risk taking factors. In the long term versus short term orientation, in the long term, people try to see what gains they can get over a longer period of time, versus short term orientation focuses on the gains that can be achieved immediately. Cultural differences do impact the selling methods as well. For example, in US and UK, we see large stores like Walmart, Costco, and Safeway, which are basically one-stop shops where you get anything from milk and eggs to wiper fluid and even bicycles. Here, consumers enjoy the ease of the shopping experience provided, where they do not have to spend a whole day commuting to different locations for their needs for the whole week or month. On the other hand, in Latin American and Asian countries, consumers prefer vendor buying on a day-to-day basis. For example, the milk is sold by the milkman every day, or even in fact sometimes he comes by both in the morning and the evening, thus showing the different ways in which products are sold across countries. Some examples of brands catering to different ways in which products are sold according to the cultural differences are, for one, Walmart. In China, people usually travel by foot or by bicycle. Therefore, it offers free shuttle services, free home delivery of heavy items, and also considering the freshness of the seafood required, it offers live turtles, prawns, octopi, etc. Similarly, Coca-Cola uses two formulas, one with sugar syrup and the other with corn syrup. Another distinction is that outside the US, vending machines aren't that popular, and so Coca-Cola tweaks its product designs of its bottles and cans accordingly. Another classic example is McDonald's, catering to the varied consumer's tastes. It has a McBaguette in France, which is a French baguette with Dijon mustard, a chicken Maharaja Mac made with Indian spices, as well as a mega teriyaki burger with teriyaki sauce, or a gura koro with macaroni gratin and croquettes in Japan. Lastly, Unilever introduced Surf Excel due to the preference of hand washing clothes, which works well in low temperatures, requires less water to wash off, making it a quick and easy wash for clothes. I hope all of you found my presentation informative in the role culture plays in affecting consumers worldwide. Lastly, I have a video highlighting the differences of some famous companies that are present in both China and the US. Thank you so much for your time and patience.